What is going on, DSU Radio? I'm your host, Jordan, also known as J. Cole, back with another Buzz Club episode. And today, sitting across from me, I have a man that's more than a rapper. He's an artist, he's an entrepreneur, and he's a visionary. Please give a round of applause for 302 Quan.
302, man. Thanks for having me, y'all. Thanks
No problem, no problem, no problem. So, just do like a quick introduction of yourself, man. Who is Quan? Who are you? What's your brand? What do you do?
All right, so my name Quan, feel me? I'm from Wilmington, you know what I'm saying? Little background, West Side Wilmington. Grew up, everything was a vibe, even in a household, good household. So you said like a little, like what do I do?
Yeah. Just introduce yourself to the people. People that might not know
who I am.
302 Quan is.
So it's good to talk about, West Side.
Yeah, that's you. That's your story.
Okay.
That's where you come from.
Right. So, just growing up, good household. I had a lot of different, like when I was a kid, and I was always curious. You know what I'm saying? So that curiosity, it was cool when I was a kid. I got to chill, make new friends. You know what I'm saying? Believer, house full of believers. So, I love making new friends and stuff like that. Just being in that part of town though, as I got older, and I ended up leaving the sixth grade. I ended up leaving the Christian school I was at, Harvest Christian Academy. I got introduced to the world on another side. You know what I'm saying? Like from the unsheltered side a little bit. That was just like an introduction. And then I started, that curiosity led to downfalls and stuff like that. So a lot of my music, I go back and I like to talk about the places where people don't like being heard, like people that don't feel like they're heard and stuff. I like to speak to them because I was there once. You get what I'm saying? A lot of my music come from, life experiences and just being real. I like to say that I try my best to be as real as possible. Right. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And in order to be real in life, you got to be real with yourself. Mm-hmm. And, me being a believer, God helps me to be real with myself because, I base my life off of, the Bible.
Right.
I'm an entrepreneur, as you said. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you feel me? We got the shea butter on me, mango. We got the oils.
Free promotion.
Feel me? You mean? But that started from, I like these things. Everything I sell, I like. So it's like, I'm putting the world on. Feel me? Because sometimes people it's respectable, but I'm like, yo, like I want to put the world on. And also, how you got the Johnson & Johnson, these different like stuff causing like sicknesses, cancers, and illnesses. Mm-hmm. So we make all natural. None of our stuff has any like preservatives or anything that like hurt you. We got all natural stuff, made it from scratch. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? The only thing that's not all natural is the oil, of course, the body oil. You know what I'm saying? And that's just oil.
Right.
Or it's oil based. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's take a deep dive here, right?
Talk to me.
What got you into rapping, right?
Right.
And when did your faith, start to play a major part in your music and your journey?
What got me into rapping was, so my name is Al Quan, right? Mm-hmm. So my dad named me after Raekwon, the chef from Wu-Tang, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's where the Quan
I never
come
knew
from.
that.
Yeah, bro. I
never knew that.
I told you it's gonna be a good one. So I was all hip hop culture. That's always been in my life. I always, loved, rap music, and since I was a kid, I always loved, to rap. Right. Since I was like 5, it never made sense at first. Mm. So it was just one of, when you try to rap because you see the rapper. My parents end up showing me a picture, right? I had on, and I'm gonna show y'all the picture after this interview, right? Mm-hmm. I had on a long like chain, and then I had the shades on. I had my watch. You did my cover art, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think I know it's one.
Yo, that picture. Yeah. So like it was always there, bro. So it just was always around me, bro. And then we were just part of the culture. I grew up around Christian rappers and just rappers in general.
Right.
Always, listen to music like Wayne. Then you got Luda, T-Pain, and even as deep as Nas. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like my pop put me on with Nas. He played all old school, so it was like embedded in me. One thing was I didn't have a voice, or I felt like I didn't have a voice. And this goes back even to the first question. I felt like I didn't have a voice, but I always, I felt something and I wanted to say it, right? So I always had like musical talent. I would play the bongos in church or the drums a little bit, I mess around with the piano. I end up playing and teaching myself how to read music, the alto saxophone. So I played that in 5th grade. So I always loved music, and I never thought I would end up rapping, but I loved because it was a form of expression. You know what I'm saying? You can cry in music, you can laugh, you could be, just go through different emotions with the music. So, and I know you said what led my faith to be in it, right? So what I'm gonna start off with. So I was making secular music from when COVID had first started. I think it was 2020, 2021.
COVID.
Like the
It was
first week of the
2020,
the first week of the shutdown was the first time I said I'm going to the studio. Like they literally was like, it's a shutdown, stay home. I'm going to the studio.
Nah, first day is
Yo, like real rap. So I go straight to the studio. And this is my first studio session. Mind you, I'm rapping, and stuff, but my first studio session, and bro, everybody was looking at me like, yo, he did this before? They like, no, like he freestyle and stuff like that, but he never like, this is his first time in the studio. And bro, it just, from there, like everything was fire. Like we remixed the, Lip Gloss by Lil Mama. Start talking, bro. My first time in the studio, I'm feeling like a renegade, hyped off the Minute Maid with them haters say recharge him if he want to fade, recharge, you need some Gatorade, eat fruity like, right. You feel me? Like going crazy. And this was my first time. So from that, I'm like, well, I didn't feel heard, at first, but now I'm seeing like I get to talk through this and people gonna listen. So it was never really about the clout and the fame, but I get to talk now.
Right.
Like I get this whole time I've been wanting to feel heard. Now I do. So I'm going to talk through this, but it got tainted with living in the world and for the world because, after I came out of the Christian school, I was more susceptible to certain things and the environment I was around. And that also became lodged into the music.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was spewing out. So I believe, I did, made some tapes and stuff, had some stuff going for the summer. The chord thing, that was like one of the pivotal moments in there because I had connected with, my bro and stuff. So, that was even me finding myself because I was looking for my sound around that time. Then when I found my sound, that caused me to go, even deeper into the music. Now I really could say what's going on, and I could do it my way. I end up opening up for Glorilla.
I remember that. Yes.
That night, bro, was a night like to remember for many reasons, good and bad. But the most important reason is when God calls you to do something, even if you don't feel like you're qualified and you stuck in your ways, he will protect you. But the thing is not to take advantage of God's grace.
Right. Bro,
that night, I prayed for it to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't seem like it was going to happen. I'm like, yo, I can't miss this. Like, this my big moment, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Camera right there. Oh, all right. So I need to look at the camera.
Nah, you good.
Oh, okay. So I'm like, this is my big moment, and I can't like miss this, right? So it all up until the 30 minutes I'm about to leave, it looked like, bro, I'm not going. This is poop. Like it's done, and I'm seeing her cook. Like everybody never like they don't show up for you when it count. Right. But everybody, oh my boy, but when it really count, they don't show up. So I'm like, all right. How this gonna go? I had a conversation with Pop. Pop really, man, I thank God, you know what I'm saying, for my Pop, for my mom and Pop. Thank God for guidance, even. And I end up going. I found a way, you know what I'm saying? God presented a way, I go.
Right.
On my way there, I'm hyped. I'm so hyped. Everybody know I freestyle. Before I did studio work, I freestyle. I'm in the car freestyling. And it's hot. Freestyling 4 songs and they recording them. This freestyle was so hot, I posted the freestyle like on a page and that was one take. So I'm like, yo, we about to do this. You get what I'm saying? So I get in there, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm performing, I was able to be there.
Yeah.
But around that time, you couldn't be in there unless you was a certain.
Right.
I ain't gonna say too much. I don't want nobody in trouble. But I was in there. It's a whole different vibe. I'm like, okay, I'm not used to this. I'm like, maybe I can get used to this. So they showed me my section, had a section and all that, and they like, yo, come on up here. So I'm like, all right, that's a bet. So I go up there. I gotta bring my man Z, man, self-made. He was there. My man Lay there. Feel me? Shout out them. Shout out my folks, Leah. Everybody that slid that night. You know who you are. Shout out to you. Y'all super thorough, man. Cause they really, my bro, he walked with me every way. Like you on the videos and me like performing and stuff like that. You could see, bro. Every lyric. Then my one man's in the background. You feel me? So we was on it, bro. The experience was amazing, right? But the songs I was rapping, it was probably the last song, and it was an unreleased song, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm there doing unreleased songs, and people like don't know who I am. They like, yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. So it just showed the potential I had early on. But I will say that night was full of actions like. I got drunk and stuff like that. I was partying with the women and just different things. And it was like that right there. And I believe that was my like second or third year rapping. That moment right there really was like, I feel empty. Like I've been saying what I wanted to say this whole time. But now I don't feel like as accomplished as I thought I would. So, I'm like, God, like I was entering a time of, I quit. Like I submit. Like I'm done. Even before that night. So that night was really like, okay, this is what you want to do, right? Not what I want you to do, but go ahead. I'm gonna grace you. Go ahead, give you grace. Do what you do. And like, bro, I felt empty, bro.
That's deep.
Empty, bro.
That's deep.
Woke up, hangover. Feel me? Tripping on people and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, like. I was just, moving closer to, the Lord. And one night, I feel like I'm all the way back. Like I'm.
All right.
That's why it's not a works-based faith. We can't do no works to be saved. We're saved through the finished works of Christ. And, as the more I kept getting into it, like, the word and stuff, it just reveals itself. God gives revelation and it opened my eyes. So, that night, like waking up, I'm like, yo, like head hurting and all that. I'm like, that was cool. Like it was a vibe. And then you got people like, yo, you just did what you, and then I'm like, I don't know. I don't feel it. That's not me. No more. I had all this. So, I like the cross reference a lot, but even going back to when I was younger, when I had that step and taste of the world, I had built this ego for myself. And I had all this aggression because I always felt rejection. That's a bar, but it's true. I always felt like I wasn't heard, the black sheep.
Right.
So I took that persona and I put that into the music. And, every song I did up into that event was literally up into that event was just that persona I had put on. But after that, things started changing and it got a little weird. Coming of Ages, remember that project?
Yes.
That right there almost didn't drop. I almost didn't drop it. That whole project, bro, it explained my story and all that. I almost didn't drop it because I'm like, I strive for not perfection per se, but I wanted to be like walking in my path. But it's steps. And I wanted to skip steps. I wanted to say, oh, I'm cussing, so I can't drop that. And every song I was cussing. I was talking about life, and I had to get this out of my system, but I'm like, I can't drop that. For the people that think you have to skip steps in order to get close to God, or you got to be perfect in order for God to use you, where my hat? Cap. Because God literally it says, I formed you in your mother's womb. You know what I'm saying? In Jeremiah, it talks about God he knew you when you was in your mother's womb. He already knew you. So he knew you was going, step off your path. You know what I'm saying? For what you're called to do, the only way you could truly walk into it is by relationship. And that's what happened with the music. I still had dropped the tape, and I was excited about the tape. I just ain't like that it was cussing, so I couldn't fully enjoy it.
Right.
But God, he was showing me like, yo, everything happened for a reason. You get what I'm saying? Like you're doing all this for a reason. You're coming to me. Just keep on coming. Don't worry about the little rugged edges. I'm gonna clean all that up. I just want you. And that's how it is with everyone that comes to God.
Wow, that's deep, man. That's
The
really
I just want
deep.
you part. Yeah,
Right.
bro.
So let's talk about some music. Let's
Talk
talk about
to me.
Let's talk about some music, man. We gotta I know you have an upcoming project because we was working behind the scenes.
Oh,
So stay
man.
tuned for that, y'all.
Forever
So
misunderstood.
what can we expect on this new tape, man? And
Oh,
when is it coming? When is
gosh.
it dropping?
All right, so that's funny you said when is it dropping, bro, because I get flamed every day for not dropping. So the project name is Forever Misunderstood. And the reason why I named it that is because remember that rejection and all that I was talking about? I never knew what that was until I dove into the word and realized everybody that God is calling and that uses to do a certain thing, like back in the old times, the old prophets, you got David, you got Daniel, everybody in the Old Testament, they was they was all different. Like Elijah, Jeremiah, they was all different, but they always had like this burden inside, like, and that's what caused them. Like God know about that, and purposely allows it to be there so that you could seek Him more, bro. Around the time I made this, I started. This was a year ago. I gotta stop doing that, bro. I make a song a year or some change ago and then drop it. But I was going through my mom. She was in the hospital. God is good. She was in the hospital with breast cancer. So I was going through it with that, and I was going through a bad breakup. You know them breakups that take extra long, bro. Like, come on, like, and that was my fault. But like, I'm like. It was like the breakup literally lasted months. And I'm like, because I got this thing where I don't want to let go. You get what I'm saying? But, I had to. And that was for both of us to grow. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was being selfish and trying to, it was just the timing for it could have been, better. And certain things could have been done, but I maturing, you know what I'm saying? So I believe everything happened for a reason. I'm not mad at that relationship. But I was hurt. I was, you feel me? Long hours at the job, overnight. My mom in the hospital. It's like 5 something in the morning. I'm putting in work, and I break up with the person in the morning time, and I'm just in the cold at work by myself. Bang. So like. Every song is walking you through. So it's a mental health project. It's about men's, just mental health, not just men, but mental health, period.
Okay.
Forever Misunderstood. Everybody feel like people don't understand them. That's why I named it that. But also Christ felt misunderstood as well. There was plenty of time, even by the people he walked with. He literally came to give the world, to save the world, to restore us back to God, and to do things, in decency and order. And people would always challenge him, and they was afraid, like, oh, who he think he is, stuff like that. And even the people he walked with, his disciples, he'd be like, oh my gosh, ye of little faith. Like, like, come on, like, you see me doing these things, and you still like tripping out about things that, like, all you need is faith for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. But he always felt like that. So if you ever feel misunderstood, that's not a bad thing. That just means in order to feel like your purpose and stuff like that, you go to God for it, and he'll let you know. I feel even misunderstood in this moment, which is okay, because he will use you through that.
Right.
This life is not about us. You get what I'm saying? So each project, right, the type of songs you're going to hear on there, it's like I took a break from trying to like really like, how can I say, I took a break from trying to express that I'm talented, to tell you I'm talented. Listen to me because of my talent. This is more for the people. So ever since I turned in my relationship with God, I've been a servant with my music. So every song, even back then, but it was a little more ego driven, but I still was expressing my pains and hurts and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? It was never a selfish thing. With, you know, the message, because even when I was expressing myself and with a little ego, I was still trying to talk to people that was like, yo, I've been through that too, but now even more, we going in depth. I feel what you feel, the things that you want to say, that, you know what I mean, I feel all of that, and I'm expressing that in this project.
Okay. Okay. So what and I know you mentioned, you know,
Okay.
you was in a different headspace, you know,
Yeah.
you had something, your mom was in the hospital,
Yeah.
you know, God bless her as well.
Amen. Yeah.
And you was then in these different emotions. So
Yeah.
what kind of sounds that came out during this time? Like what
So,
type
like,
of sounds are we
in the
gonna
music?
hear? Yeah, what type of sounds are they gonna hear on the tape?
Some songs gonna sound like, bro, the best way to describe it, bro, if you know who David in the Bible is, go look at his story, and you will see some moments he's excited and he's feeling triumph, and then you got other moments where he's down and it sound like he crying. Then you got other moments where he's angry. And that in the project, it's not too much of like the angry thing, but it's like you got like holding on. It sound like I'm pouring out. I pray that you don't judge me for my mistakes. Recorded it only twice, so I don't need a lot of mistakes. I still can't take my own advice, that's when my feelings get misplayed. So in that whole thing, I'm just pouring out, bro. From holding on. Then I got, you know, Mary still. I'm talking to God. That whole thing, if you really look at it, these are emotions you're going through, like how I said I was going through a breakup.
Yeah.
You go through these different emotions, and that's why certain song names were like holding on. Like I was holding on. Remember I said I was holding on. I was holding on. And then you got trials and tribulations, scared to love. You get what I'm saying? Then you got in life, you get what I'm saying? Like you do things and you get the wrong prizes. I got wrong prizes in there. I'm literally kind of like giving y'all some, feel me, what the tape gonna be before I even drop it. But yes, forever misunderstood. But bro, every song is just each unique. I got this song called Not Crying. And that song I'm literally crying out, but it's ironic because I'm saying like I'm not crying, but it may sound like it. You know what I'm saying? And aka Mirror Mirror. You know what I'm saying? Because I said, mirror, mirror, why I feel surrounded by these mirrors, still around my peers, facing all my fears. Purple denim, but I cried a lot of diamond tears. Can't convince them unless they see my wrist a chandelier. You know what I'm saying? So I still felt, I was still surrounded by people that was a reflection of my past. Right. So they were mirrors. Everybody I was around was a mirror of my past. You know what I'm saying? And I had to face that. And in order to do that, I had to really get away. You know what I'm saying? I had to steal away to myself. And I said purple denim, but I cried a lot of diamond tears because that wordplay is crazy.
Right.
And then I said can't convince them unless they see my wrist a chandelier, because that's the only way people want to hear you, when you look like something. That's why Jesus was misunderstood. Oh my gosh, bro. But think about that. Yeah. That's why Jesus was misunderstood, because he came on earth. He didn't look like, oh, he's a king or anything. Right. His appearance, it talks about how his appearance was undesirable. He didn't come as glitter or gold, you feel me, an angel of light. In fact, the devil comes as an angel of light. So he came as something that was like, the message I got is going to change this world, but you got to really hear him. And that's why I said, you know, they only want to hear me if my wrist is chandelier. Like if I look like something, that's what makes them want to hear me. You know what I'm saying? So this project, it just varies. Every song it's going to touch hearts. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And then I even got, you know, songs talking about how I came out of fiery trials and stuff, like everything you could reference to the Bible too, because James talks about count it all joy when you face fiery trials. You get what I'm saying? Like when you face temptation, they give you your faith a chance to be perfected. So when you're going through things, keep having faith, have faith even harder, because that literally is you saying, look, I got faith. This hurt right now, but I know I'm good. And that's going to build you for, you know, your life to come.
Right.
So I got songs talking about all that stuff. Each song on there, it could relate to the word and it could relate to human emotions and stuff like that. That's why it's a therapy tape.
Got you.
Yes, sir.
So we've been dropping a lot of singles lately.
Oh my.
And the most recent single that you dropped was Scared to Love.
Scared to Love.
My question is, what is love to you, man? What does that look like?
I want to give an answer that love to me is more than a feeling, but it's a loyalty. Like it's how can I explain it? True love is not just, it is walking through the storm with me. True love is what Christ did. That's what I really wanted to say.
Right.
He loved us so much. He said, look, I'm going to give y'all the option to choose me, but I'm going to die for y'all right now because I want you so bad. That's why marriage, if marriage is done correctly and biblically, marriage really shows true love because the husband not only, sets order to the house, but he's loving enough, willing enough to put his life on a line for the ones that he loves. And that's a reflection of what Christ did for us.
Right.
So that's true love. Really, Christ, that's true love. That's true love. It's deeper than just, because people get caught up and they call love lust. I was one of them people. You know what I'm saying? I thought my lust was love and it was just lust. It was momentarily. You know what I'm saying? True love is like, I'm going to go through this storm, which in fact, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I put myself on the line. You know what I mean? That's true love.
That's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
Let's switch it up a little bit.
Talk to me.
Top 5 NBA players, man. Come on. I know you're a basketball fan.
I am.
I
forgot my clues.
What's your favorite team?
I do like the Warriors, but I like players though. So this is something that kind of cook people, but I like different players, bro. Yeah. So I like, feel me? Of course, Curry.
That's top 5.
This is not in order.
No order.
All time.
Top
all
5.
Time is gonna be crazy.
Yeah, we might be here for a minute.
Yeah. So right now, I like
top 5
I like Ant.
Okay.
Nasty.
And man.
Of course, I gotta throw Curry in there. Gotta throw Ja in there. Dang,
Ja
bro.
top 5. Okay.
Well.
Okay.
I like. All right. So right now, I'm gonna say Ant, Curry. I'm thinking of Ja as top 5. That's what I'm saying. That's hard,
top
bro.
5.
Really, bro. If we gonna keep it a B, I was about to say KD. You got KD.
I ain't hear Giannis.
I'm not a Bron fan. Giannis is different.
What? You're not a Bron fan? Okay,
I'm not a Bron fan.
I know why you're not a Bron fan.
Yeah, but
I know why. But.
Yeah, but Bron, he is. He you feel me? He crazy. He got his son on his team. He's still hooping. He's trying to be generational. That's different. Bro, I'm a player, boy. I like play styles. So I'm going on. When I say Ant, I just like his attitude and his play style. KD, unguardable. Even Kobe said it's hard to guard him. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. Then like you say, me, Luke. But I like Ja. I like attitudes, like how they carry themselves on the court. Like I'm gonna be about mine because I like Kawhi too. I'm big on defense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm big on defense.
Russell Westbrook.
Russ.
Yeah.
He's good. Back then was crazy.
Back then, Russ.
I like his leadership role.
Okay.
Cause he's not selfish. I love that about Russ. But he was like when they was all on the Thunder, him, Harden, and Durant. I was a Harden fan. Like I was on some Harden.
Well, really?
Harden.
Harden was your favorite player on that OKC team?
Well, I just liked how he played, and then he grew, and then you start seeing what happened when he left.
Yeah, it was a whole different.
So I was like, yeah, bro. It got wild.
Yeah, Harden he's
crazy. That's why it's a lot. It's
he's
hard.
Top 5. I don't know what would be happening because Harden on the Sixers. He's not doing what he's doing on LA Clippers.
Bro.
He just like pick and choose. I think
when
it's
he want to turn up.
I think it's where he's like at. Like
yeah.
I think if you surround him, put him in the right environment, maybe
he gonna do what he do.
Strip clubs and he tackle into the vices. And
right,
stuff.
right.
You put him in them areas.
Yeah,
he thrives.
Right,
that goes into his play. You put him in Philly, and
he started tripping. When they took Paul George away, I ain't like that.
What, from the Clippers?
From the Clippers.
Oh,
I
okay.
ain't like that. I wasn't a big fan of that.
Okay.
That's a yeah, bro.
So if you now I know you said your music is really based on faith now, and
Yeah.
but if you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
That's a good one, bro. Well, that list kind of changed up. You feel me?
I know.
Like I
That's what
used
I'm
to would
saying.
say, like
Yeah.
like Juice and stuff. Because that was like for
Rest
a
in
minute.
peace. Rest in peace, Juice.
Rest in peace. I was like right now. I'm just on a Bizzle Christian artist. If you know, you know. If you don't, tap in. He crazy.
Okay.
Caleb Gordon. I really
These are
want
all Christian artists.
All Christian artists.
Okay.
I want to tap more into people that's on that
Yeah.
vibe. You know what I'm saying? But at one point it was like, the Meeks and stuff like that. But it's just now it's like it's everything different.
All right.
Now it got more of a meaning. Like I'm not just trying to rap the show I'm good. I'm like, no, this message that I'm putting out is bigger than me. You feel me?
Got you.
Bigger than anything I can.
You feel like if you did collab with Meek, that could put your message on a bigger, you feel me, a bigger platform.
Yeah.
You ever think about stuff like that?
Yeah. So it's funny too because I was just looking at something about collaborating with secular.
Okay.
The biggest thing is like what I stand for now.
Yeah,
I don't want to forsake my morals for a bigger platform. That's why I didn't go. I opened up for Glorilla. I was supposed to open up for G Herbo.
Okay.
I turned that down. Now, mind you, I turned it down in a time where I'm
It's a hard turn down. G Herb.
it's Herb.
Yeah.
But the reason why I did that is because I'm like, I remember how I felt that night. I kept saying like it didn't, So I'm like, this is Herb. Like this is definitely gonna launch me. Like what? This is a rocket ship. But I'm like, wait a minute, though. Is this gonna help me move forward and it may help me progress in the world of my music? But is this gonna progress me in my faith? And I'm like, call my mans up. Feel me? My boy Cam. He like, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm like, yeah, right. And then he like, you pray about it? I'm like, yeah. And that's why I called you too. And he like, I don't know, bro. And I'm like, that's exactly my reaction. I was hype. And then I'm like, I don't know, bro. And then, I trusted God that because I did that, he would allow me to, move at a different rate, even in the music, because I gave it back to him. Bro, I tell you now, bro, I rap way better than I did before. I was always nice then, but now it's different. Boss talk, pressure, like, feel me? My life story. Go listen to them on all platforms. Like, those are really like, he was talking like, ew, like what? And then some people can't tell it's not secular until they like, wait, bro, you ain't cuss. I'm like, nah, I don't need. I ain't need to.
Right.
You feel me? Like, it's hot. I don't need to add nothing. This just is what it is. Feel me? Yes, sir.
I feel that.
So, yeah, bro. That's how I am with the collabs.
So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years with this? It could be musically, it could be spiritually, or you can just put it all into one. Where do you see yourself, man? 5 years from now.
Next 5 years, bro. I definitely see myself. Of course, I gotta keep eating the daily bread and I mature spiritually. Next 5 years, I see myself more where cause I'm on a grind kind of getting where I want, but spiritually I'm already headed there. I see myself more there. How can I say it? Like I see myself already doing the shows, you feel me, flying out, doing knocking things out. Owning the businesses, you feel me, for the different things that I do, at a higher level, because I'm already running them things. But I'm saying, having different, partnerships and different, building, whatever.
Right.
Buildings, film, stores,
Oh, so you want to...
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Like it's gonna be in
Restaurants
stores.
stores
For we gonna take this natural stuff. It's gonna go.
Oh, for the products.
Bang,
For the product.
For the products.
Got you.
And with the music, I feel like it's gonna be out there more. It's gonna be already like I say less than 5 years. But in 5 years, I feel like I'm gonna be more stable. Feel me? Who knows if God gonna have me with my lifetime partner by then?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. In 5 years, I see like major progression. But I pray that I continue with the heart of a servant in everything I do.
Right.
Because that's what matters the most. You know what I'm saying? The world got it like I'm so on this level and you not, but it's different. My thing is, the Bible tells us to put others before yourself, and I want to live my life like that.
Right.
So I see in 5 years, like that's gonna be like I won't even have to say nothing. Anywhere I step, they're gonna be like, that's a servant of God.
Right.
That's what I want. Not, oh, that's the hottest rapper, or that bro, blah, 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 or he got bread. That's a man of God right there. That's what I want, bro. That right there is gonna do it for me.
Wow. That's deep.
That's gonna do it for me.
That's deep. Me knowing you personally, man.
Yeah, bro. J. Cole.
You're real.
J. Cole.
You're real confident, man.
J. Cole.
Where does this confidence come from, man? Were you born like this?
Okay.
Or, you talk to anybody, man. I see you'll go up to a group of girls by yourself. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
You feel me? It inspires me. So I'm like, oh, snap. Like, where does that come from, man?
Right. So, I'm real character driven. I didn't know, like I'm big on having a good character. You feel me? So the more I always was respectable, even when I was, you feel me, living for the world, and I felt out of place. I ain't gonna do it, but when
it's coming.
It's coming,
it's coming,
it's coming. But when I was living for the world, I even like I may have crash out at time, but I was respectable. You know what I'm saying? Like I try to make sure like I treated others how I wanted to be treated. I showed love. I even overextended myself, but my heart was in the wrong things. So even then I had good character, but it was just tied into the wrong stuff. So what gives me the confidence, bro, and I sound like I know I'm repeating myself and it sound like but it's God. Because I know like the word and I know what I stand for. So it says, it's a saying, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything.
Right.
So instead of me falling for anything, that's what I stand for. So that gives me the confidence to do these things. Sometimes I feel like I don't have the confidence or I'm lacking it or I'm losing. But when it's like, when I say it's not about me and I say, you know what? Because God put this in me to do, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability. I always wanted to do whatever I was doing to the best of my ability. Always. Like at all times in my life. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to do the things that, I was able to do to the best of my ability. That's what give me the confidence, character. You know what I'm saying? Honoring God and others. But so there's a difference between being honorable to others and being a people pleaser.
Say that again.
There's a difference in between honoring others and being a people pleaser. I was a people pleaser. I always want people to give me my cheers and recognize me. But when you start wanting to get recognized by God, the light on you look different. It's different because then not only are you misunderstood to yourself, but then you forever misunderstood to the world. Coming this month, forever misunderstood, but real rap.
Great promo.
Yeah, good real rap.
Great promo.
But that's fact. So that's what really gives me the confidence. It's not confidence in me and my ability because I mess up, bro. Facts. And I had a conversation with God on my way here. I kept trying to rush, do all these things, call you. Bro, I was texting you with Siri. I'm like, hey, Siri, J. Cole. Every couple seconds. Hey, Siri, J. Cole. Text, bro. Hey, Siri, text. You know what I mean? And I had realized what I was doing. And this is deep. This about to be a bomb, but I'm going to say it. They don't want to give me a platform. Bro, so those same things that you try to be extra good in what you doing, and I'm doing all this work, and I'm exhausted because I put in all this pain, it's going to be the same people in that last day to say to God, I did all these works. I raised people from the dead. I held the sick. I did all these things in your name. And God gonna be like, Depart from me. I don't know you. Who are you? Like, I don't know who you are. People get caught up and trying to put that grind and get it from the mud. I'm going to look like this. I'm going to look like the pain I put in. No. You going to have to grind. But that's different than trying to do works of yourself. If you commit all your works unto God, he going to lead you through.
All right.
So knowing that I was doing that, it says, let a man examine his own mind. And that's what I did in that moment. I examined my own mind. I'm trying to do all these things in myself. I'm trying to go extra hard. And yeah, I'm a Christian and trying to do these things for God. And I'm trying to do all this for God. Wait a second. I'm supposed to be a vessel and let God lead me into doing these things. Of course, you got to do it. Obedience is better than sacrifice. You got to be obedient. But that's going to carry you into doing the things God called you to do. It's never the works. It's the relationship that's going to save you. So I want to encourage everybody that want a relationship with God, seek God. Seek him. It's the relationship that's going to get you into heaven. And in seeking God, there is a sacrifice, but there was always a sacrifice because there was a sacrifice to gain us back to God, which came through Christ. So there's always going to be a sacrifice for the greater good, but you got to think about what you're doing it for.
Right.
Saying I'm not doing none of this for, like, of course I want to, do the things God, but I realized I was doing too much trying to do it like how I want. Sometimes God will allow you to make a mistake. And to people that look at you like you perfect, that mistake might be like, they human. Okay, so maybe they really do need God. So if they need God, that means I need God. And they seek God. That one mistake right there might save a life, bro. And that's what I'm big on, bro. And I'm learning, bro. I'm still learning myself. Yeah. I am. I'm still learning myself. Feel me? So I feel the pain from not being able to be around the mirrors. If you look at this interview, you're going to know, what I mean by mirrors, the different places I was, the different everything that, you know what I'm saying? But I had to steal away because now I got a different view on it.
Right.
Now I see it as an opportunity to show who God really is and what he's done in my life.
It's that time, man.
Yes, sir.
Freestyle.
I got you.
No beat.
You feel me?
First take.
Y'all, yeah, they might have heard this joint, but this is my testimony. So I'm gonna carry this joint with me everywhere, right? I was living for the world and I felt out of place. Close encounters with death. Now I'm seeking his face. I lost because of now I'm moving my faith, fasting, reading, praying, doing whatever it take. See, my hero wore a cross, he ain't come with a cape. Restoring all that was lost and never made a mistake. I'm imitating the steps while preaching to the inmates. EP, single, or album, still talking the same. I caused all this pain, but in that, he gave me a lane. Can have an arc against my brother, I need blessings to rain. Train up a child is what it says, and I could stamp. I was trained and got me through pain, almost died trying to go through a phase. I was surrounded by a grass, but I got bit by a snake. It's Gucci. I know a lot of people that can relate. The trench sound like Pop's arguments ended with bang. Don't put the ball in my court, cause I'ma end it like Dame. I'm trying to be tame. Why we all trying to be game? I said, gotta intervene. John Gabbana had to change in his name. Catch your bodies, devil worship. That's why we still in change. You feel me? Bro, it get deeper. I ain't even gonna go, you feel me, bro? Cause I could, you mean, but I ain't
gonna, man,
I could do the whole thing. It's a lot. So I ain't even gonna do it, bro.
Oh, man.
I ain't gonna do it. I took up enough of your time already, bro. I don't know if I'm John.
Nah, you cool,
if they wanted
bro.
to freestyle, I'm
cool,
sorry.
Bro, that joint was sounding crazy.
I was
like,
with the jaw. That's why I'm like, nah, let me get keep a little bit. I am.
Hey,
but
man.
Yeah.
Hey. Well,
yes, sir.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you guys got a chance to get to know 302 Quan, the artist, and not just a rapper, but the artist, the entrepreneur, and the man of God that he is, man. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and we're on to the next episode. I'll see y'all. Peace.
Hey. Feel me?